Hello guys, good morning. Welcome to our massage therapy class of Philippine School of Arts and Trades. I am Manny P. Dalion, your trainer in massage therapy NC2. These are my students, batch 8 of the 2012 class of the massage therapy NC2 of Philippine School of Arts and Trades. And these are the progress monitoring chart. These are the list of my students, and these are the output of our training that are being monitored here. Now, we'd like to invite you to our massage room. By the way, before anything else, we would like to introduce to you guys our members of the batch 8 of 2012 class. This is Emmanuel Villahan. This is Ivan Mihok. This is Laben Bernard. This is Sherilyn Mugito, Benedicto Jr. Ibuti. This is Rodelyn Sokay. This is John Gibuni, Gerson Otbu, Jasmine Gardner, and the cameraman themselves, Miss Susan Rapols and Gima Taghap, and then assistant cameraman we have Hinilyn Rodriguez. This is Hinilyn Rodriguez. Hinilyn is also my student before in the tour guiding class of 2009. Now she's enrolling massage therapy and NC2. Okay, we'd like to invite you guys to our massage room. So this is our massage room. These are our massage therapists. They are still members of the batch 8 of 2012. This is Mr. Marlo de Bundon from Tubitan, Baong Camigan. His client is Miss Annabel Pagalayan. This masseur is Mr. Gary Labadan. His client is Miss Marina Pacturan from Laguna Lodge of Binoni, Mambao, Binoni, Camigan. And this is Marichel Abian. And the client is Mary Jane O'Clery. By the way guys, they will be performing to you the 5 basic techniques of Swedish massage. First is they will perform stretching, body stretching of the client. Guys, will you please perform stretching? Okay, so that is what we call as stretching. Now, after that, the masseur or the masseuse will perform palpation. In palpation, you will touch the body of the client with your hands, of course. You will check where are the locations of the spasm. So this is palpation, checking the location of the spasm. And then you will do rocking technique. Rocking technique you're going to validate if the client is not having a prior surgery before taking the massage. So you will observe the facial expression of the customer pain when you do the rocking technique. This is rocking technique. You rock like rocking the body. Okay. So since there is no facial expression of pain, you may now proceed with face massage. First, among 5 is effleurage. Effleurage is light, firm, and gentle glide of the entire surface of the hand. The mature will now demonstrate the light effleurage. There are 2 kinds of effleurage. You have the light effleurage and the deep effleurage. Okay, guys, will you please perform the light effleurage? Now, the purpose of light effleurage is to start and end the massage and during transition of every massage technique. And also, this is to accustom the patient with the touch of the therapy. Okay? And also, you have to determine the spasm, no? And the muscle soreness of the body, no? On the back to be specific, no? And then this is the procedure also wherein you will apply and distribute the lubricant throughout the surface of the skin, no? And lastly, the purpose of light effleurage is to remove dead skin cells and scars. Okay. There are a lot of variations in effleurage. You have the light effleurage. Okay. And then we have the deep effleurage. When you apply pressure, no, that is now deep effleurage. Deep effleurage. The hands must be flat. Okay. Deep effleurage. Okay. When your hands go down backward, no, you may wiggle it like a string. Wiggle it down, no? Or you may just slide down or glide your hands down. Okay. And then we have another variations of effleurage is shingles. Okay. Shingles is hand over hand stroke of one hand following the other. So that's shingles. Okay. Although contact with the patient is every time each hand is lifted, the other hand follows to give the patient the feeling of contact with the touch of the therapist. So, again, if you are performing shingle on the lip portion of the back, you will also perform the same on the right portion of the body or on the back side of the body. And the stroke must be performed slow. Slow. Stroking must be slow. Slow is relaxing. If you will do it with a fast pace of stroking, it's intended for sports massage. The difference with Swedish massage is it is done in slow motion, and it is a relaxing effect. It has a relaxing effect. Now, another variation is knuckling. With a clenched fist, it is alternate and rhythmic dorsiflexion and plantar flexion of the applied on broad areas of the back. So this is knuckling. Knuckling. Okay, knuckling. Okay, your knuckles going up is flat, going down is diagonal in position. Flat, diagonal. Okay. And when you are performing, guys, do not rely on the strength of your arms. You use your body weight. You use your body weight, and then you apply proper body mechanics. Meaning, do not lose your sense of balance. Your sense of balance, so that you will not get tired immediately. So this is knuckling. Another variation of effleurage is pulling, usually applied at the back with a sacroiliac joint pain. it is lifting and pushing of hands in opposite direction. No pressure should be placed over the spinous process as you pass on the spinal column. No? So this is pulling. You need to do that pulling technique in 2 to 3 minutes. It is very relaxing. Okay? And then slow motion. Okay. Now take note, the hands are relaxed to hold the part to be treated. No? Should be relaxed, should be flat, no? Applied in any direction, but usually centripetal to aid lymphatic and venous circulation. Now take note guys to observe boundaries. No? There are different kinds of boundaries, legal boundaries, personal boundaries. No? Now meaning you are not going to touch any private areas here. For example, the boobs or the, what do you call that? The breast, no? Your hand should not touch the breast of the client, or else you will be charged of sexual harassment for that. No? You are violating legal boundaries or personal boundaries. Okay, so these are the 4 variations of effleurette. Now we will proceed to the second technique of Swedish massage, which is petrissage. Petrissage, this is repeated lifting and grasping and releasing of tissues with one or both hands, no, with the use of thumb or a finger. Purpose is to stretch, contracted, and to loosen adherent tissues, no, and also to assess venous and lymphatic flow. Now, the petrissage also melts the muscle of waste products of metabolism. So, at this point in time, first among the many variations in petrissage is kneading. Our masseur is now performing kneading. Kneading is grasping and compressing of muscle by applying pressure on it using your thumb, base of the thumb, or the fingers. Okay? That is kneading. So you knead on the left side, you knead on the right side. Okay. So our masseur is now performing kneading. Okay. Now, another variation of petrissage is pinching. You pinch, no, by alternating picking up a small portion of the skin, no, using your thumb and your first finger, no. So it could be done in a slow motion. It could be done in a fast, very fast motion. Okay. Still the masseur is busy with the kneading, so we'll just wait for a moment for them to perform pinching. So this guy here is now performing pinching. It's just like you pinch salt, no, on the table, using your thumb and your first finger and second finger. next thing is spider walk. Spider walk. So, your thumb will be planted at the base, at the back of the client, and then your four fingers will walk like a spider, dragging the thumb going up. So it's the spider walk. This guy is performing spider walk. And Maricel also is performing spider walk. And I guess the client is now very relaxed. Inday is now very relaxed now. She's almost asleep. So this is spider walk. Next to spider walk is jostling. This guy here is now performing jostling. This is another variation of Gary here is also performing. And also with Maricel. Could you please take a closer view of the jostling of Marlo? After jostling, guys, is skin rolling. So Marlo is now performing skin rolling. Just you grab the skin and then you roll it, as if you are rolling a, you roll the skin rolling. Just like rolling a lumpia, when you are making a lumpia. These kind of variations strengthen the skin tone of the body. No? It strengthens the skin tone and it makes your skin looks more younger, no? Firm, strong. No? And it also eliminates the cellulite of your back. So Gary here is also performing skin rolling, also with Maricel. As you can see, the client is now very relaxed. After skin rolling, we will now proceed to the third basic techniques of Swedish massage, which is friction. Friction is applied a circular or transverse motion of the finger, the thumb or the heel of the palm to small areas of the back. No? The purpose is to break up nodules and adhesion, and also to assist in circulation. It also melts the muscle with waste product of metabolism. So there are three variations of friction. We have the cross fiber. This is applied through a longitudinal orientation. So cross fiber is done using your thumb. It's done, performed in a circular motion. Circular, no? Going up, no? Slightly going up. Okay. Your thumb is moving in a circular motion, then up. Another circular motion, and then up. Until you reach the trapezius part. Another variation of friction is storm technique. No? Storm technique. This is applied through longitudinal fiber of the muscle. So, just like a storm, your thumb will be moving like a storm, no? Like a waveform, no? And then going up, waveform, going up, move like a wave, going up. So Marlo now is performing storm technique. Gary is performing storm technique. So your thumb will be moving in a wave-like motion. And also Maricel is performing storm technique. Another variation of friction is zigzag. No? Your two thumbs will be moving up like a zigzag motion, going up, alternating one another. So you may take a closer view of the zigzag technique. As you can see, the thumb are alternating in a zigzag-like motion. Okay. We will now proceed to tapotment. The fourth basic techniques of Swedish massage is tapotment. Tapotment means it is a percussive techniques, no? Percussive. So it will be like playing like a percussive instruments, no? So controls a series of breath blows, rapid and alternate fashion on the soft tissue of the patient. The purpose of tapotment is to stimulate deeper tissues like muscles and nerves, no? And for muscular contraction and to loosen also secretions. Okay. Now first, among the many variation of tapotment is pounding. Now as you can see, our masseur is covering the body of the client to avoid any noisy effect of the percussive technique, and so also to minimize pain. So you will now perform, guys, the pounding technique or the pounding variation of the tapotment. So Marlo is now performing pounding. No? He is including the buttock or the gluteus maximus as he goes down from the top and then going up on the left portion of the body. Since Marlo is starting on the right side, he goes down to the buttock or the gluteus maximus and then he moves upward to the left side of the back. Also with Gary. So Gary is performing pounding in a little bit slower motion, and Maricel View is also performing pounding at the buttock. Very nice to feel the effect of pounding on the buttock. Next to pounding is beating. Your hand is slightly clenched with palm facing down, and then proceed with the percussive movement like beating of the drums. Next to beating is hacking. Hacking. From the root word hack. It's like using an axe in cutting wood. You also again include the gluteus maximus, the biggest muscle of the belly. As you pass by the rib cage, you do it a little bit slower. Start heavy, slow, heavy. Then slow, a little bit heavy. So Gary here is performing hacking in a little bit lower version, lower mode. Again, still relaxing. No? Gary Chen is also doing hacking technique. Next to hacking is chopping, just like chopping vegetables by alternating your two hands. So again, we start heavy, light on the ribs, heavy on the buttocks or the gluteus maximus. Lighter on the rib cage area, heavy on the buttocks, a little bit lighter on the rib cage, and heavy on the trapezius. You may also include the trapezius in the chopping technique. Next to chopping is cupping. You form your hand, your palm in a cup-like form, and then you the back. When you apply this on the chest, this is also called chest cupping. This is good in removing mucus, and phlegm. You can see our clients now started after cupping, you just change the form of your hand from a cup position to a flat position. You will be proceeding to clapping variation of the percussive technique. So this is now clapping. After clapping, you just simply change the position of your hand with your palm facing up, and then you continue with the percussive technique. This is now called slapping. Slapping. If you are going to observe, the footman starts with a heavy percussive technique of pounding and then going down slightly to a lighter variations, from heavy going lighter. That would be tapping by using the tip of the fingertips. Again, using the percussive techniques. If you are going to use the fingertips, on the head, it's called raindrops or shower. now tapping. We are going to take a closer view. Only the tip of the fingers touches the body of the client. The fifth basic technique, the last technique is vibrations. This is shaking. This is done by a fine rhythmical tremulous movement using the hand or the forearm, pushing the back to vibrate. The purpose is to have a soothing effect on the body and then to awaken also the patient's body system and for peripheral neuritis. So this is the last among the 5 basic techniques, which is vibration. So you apply lubricant using light effleurets, and then you perform a vibrating movement of your palm or your forearm going down. You can do it going up, you can do it going down. It depends upon your preference. After vibration, the masseur will now apply light effleurets on the surface of the patient, because light effleurets starts and ends the massage position. After that, the masseur will cover the back of the patient to allow the patient time to relax for 5 minutes. That ends with our 5 basic techniques of Swedish massage on the back portion of the body of our client. Thank you for viewing.